I don't know how. I got to do something with my immune system, bro. I got sick back to back, man. I had one free week, man. That was last week.
I
Got sick.
started taking like some multivitamins,
What kind?
like a one a day type of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to give you something, man. Sure.
Nah, yeah, me too. Like my body be aching and shit. So
Yeah.
I like that since I do a lot of work with my hands. Like they say that if you don't start taking vitamins and stuff early, you get like arthritis and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And I'm like,
You don't need that. You got that shit.
yeah.
Still in your 20s, right?
I'm 30,
30 now?
31 this month.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, my woman turns 20, 27. My youngest turns 16. Oh, some of his friends did.
Or what, of this month?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like today's Mother's Day, I didn't call anybody.
nah, me neither.
Fuck that shit.
My cousin too, she's like, oh, what are you gonna do for? I'm like, nothing. I got let him and then they try to make you feel bad, like, oh, it's your mom. So what? Like,
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah. My mom knew I loved her.
Yeah, my wife too. She's like, oh, you're not gonna call your mom. I'm like, for what? Well, to tell her I love her. That you love her.
She know
I'm
I
like,
love
I
her.
love her every day.
Hell yeah. What? Mother's Day. Yeah,
They always wanna make an excuse
yeah,
for
yeah.
wickedness,
And
bro.
then Father's Day come around, nobody gives a fuck, bro. Like, bro, ask me how many gifts or whatever if I ever received a gift from Father's Day. I'll tell you, fuck no. Nobody even thinks about me on Father's Day, bro. At all. I'm like, I ain't beefing. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
My
nah.
daughter go out her way for her mom, like she ain't got no father, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I be feeling. Unless only time she got a dad is when she wants something. That's the only time she got a dad, or if I'm getting on her ass. And then she don't like that. So, like I said, the
Yeah.
only time I'm a dad is when you want something. You know what I'm saying? Like I get a bullshit ass thank you. It ain't sincere. It ain't
Yeah.
gracious. It's just like, oh, thanks. You know, that's why I don't like giving fucking money because it's like, for what? You know, nobody gives a fuck about the man, man. And that's cool, whatever. You know what I mean? We almost out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
fuck them, man. It's like even if you bring kids up with a father in the house, they don't appreciate the dad, man. Very rare. Maybe their son will, but even he'll have some fucking resentment if you always on his ass. You know what I'm saying? He catching him ass whoopings like he's supposed to be. You get mad. Oh, my dad used to beat me. So the fuck what, man? You should have beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Fucked you up, man. I got fucked up.
Yeah, hell
You
yeah.
get fucked up.
Nah, and it's for correction, so that
Yeah, train up a child in a way
like
you should go. Matter of fact, get that precept, brother. You
this
put that in the car. So don't go.
this morning I be cooking breakfast with my daughter on Sundays because it's like the only time I get with her really. And I cook breakfast. I went to the store across the street from my house, and everybody was like buying flowers and mothers, and like you see like dads with their fucking kids like, oh, let's get this for mom, and oh yeah, Mother's Day. And I'm like, bro, when it's well, not that we care about the Father's Day
But when
thing,
it
but
ain't none
when
of that.
yeah,
It
there's
ain't
nothing in the store saying
nothing.
Happy Father's Day, nothing. It's
Look,
just like, oh, fuck these guys.
get them. They do some Edomite shit. Get them some power tools or a tie or some
Yeah,
fucked up ass cologne,
some
man.
socks and
Some
shit.
socks. But you got to go all out for this, bro. And I was like, bitches having a baby shower. I'm like, what you having a baby shower for? She was like, oh, cause I'm honoring me. She sent me the, I got sent the link. It was like, she's honoring her in honor of. I'm like, what they honoring you for? You're not the baby. Oh, cause I'm having a baby. Like, bitch, it's just another day to celebrate your ugly ass.
Something, yeah.
Fuck you, man. Fuck these bitches, man. Anyway, let's say shalom to all you brothers, man. I want to start off by giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by
Ba'ashem,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
by Hashem
Ba'ashem
Kakwadash.
Kakadash.
I want to say double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders at Great Millstone for teaching his word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to our fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We out here another week. The Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We out here another week to prophesy and preach the downfall of this wicked kingdom you call America, which is in the Bible is known as Babylon the Great.
Right.
To also preach the downfall, Jeremiah, what is it, 28:8? The prophets that's been before thee. The prophesy the downfall of these Edomites, starting with the super elite. You know who they are? The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Oppenheimers, all those super elite secret families that rule this world behind the scenes and that are pushing forward their so-called NWO agenda to re-enslave the children of Israel as Russia, along with the rest of the world. Okay, trying to establish for themselves a technological eternal kingdom in wickedness, and it's not going to happen.
That's right.
Okay, the reason why you see men like ourselves all throughout the globe, starting off with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, prophesying and preaching, because this is what all the prophets have done since the beginning of time. Okay, since the Lord established this earth. GMSHAWAII, who the world really calls God and Jesus. Okay, whenever they speak to the people, it's through the prophets. Okay, and Lord willing, we endure to the end. That means we're some of those men. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And America is a country, is it not?
Right.
It's also a great kingdom because it has hegemony around the world, across the earth. Okay, it has one of the strongest, if not the strongest, so-called military presence on the planet Earth right now. And this place is governed by Edomites. It's not governed by Israelites. Although you may have Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in certain positions, they're not the ones that are making the decisions. They're not the ones calling the shots. They don't own or run any institution in this country. It's all established by the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Okay, at the top. We ain't talking about you lessers right now. Okay? And when they prophesied, these prophets prophesied, they prophesied of what? Go ahead.
It says, both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of wars and of evil.
And of evil. Evil is bad times. What's coming to America? War.
That's right.
The Third World War is going to happen here in America and abroad, in the Middle East, and America and other countries. The last two world wars, America had an opportunity to step in late. You know what I'm saying? Just get their feet dipped. Ain't nobody really come over here to do nothing, you know, except for Hawaii, you know. And I don't think even at the time that happened, Hawaii wasn't even a state. It was just still an annexation of America. So, and that was all done as a farce anyway. Okay? So, America hasn't been touched. But in this World War III that's being fomented as we speak, it's going to touch all over America. She's going to get draped up and dripped out. You know what I'm saying? With destruction. There's a precept about it. I'm trying to remember it. It speaks about how she was basically she I can't paraphrase right now, but I know she was basically it's saying that she had never been touched, but she's going to be touched this time. You know, roughly paraphrasing. Anyway, the prophets of old also speak about what? Pestilence, man, which is sickness, great sickness, death and destruction. Because all that comes from that. It comes from war. You know, your average everyday operations that you're used to seeing, they're not going to happen during wartime. Especially during a cataclysmic war involving all countries and all nations, right? That's not going to go like trash being picked up, you know, because all the men are going to be gone. All the war-worthy men are going to be taken out of here and sent over to that Third World War in the Middle East, all right? America's going to be found naked out here. It's going to be men here. There's going to be a presence here, but it ain't going to be enough to stop this place from being destroyed by nuclear fire. So, and what happened in World War II? A lot of these women, they got put into the workforce, man. They were the ones building these weapon systems. You know what I mean? You had that picture of Rosie the Riveter back then. You know, acting like she's all strong and shit. You know, which that became an image for feminism. But again, all the young men, they're going to be drugged into this So we're prophesying these things before they happen. So when they come, when it does happen, you can't say a prophet wasn't amongst you because you've been warned. Yeah, I can't remember. I can't. It's all right. Let's Jeremiah. We'll come to it.
Jeremiah 28:8, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yep.
Or the prophets which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophets be known that the Lord hath truly sent them.
Yeah, so when peace comes, then you're going to know that, hey, the Lord really sent them. When all these things happen. It's one in Ezekiel 2 where it says, then shall they know a prophet was amongst them. What is it at? Ezekiel chapter 2, I think it is. You know, because our people, they don't believe prophets are still amongst them. You believe that Sister Cherry or Deacon Fat Ass, that they're prophets. You know, people shaking and running up and down the church, screaming in a microphone, sweating, yelling for your money, all this other weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all believe that those are prophets and prophetess because they tell you that you're going to have a good future. God is going to bless you. God is going to open up a door for you to get money and wealth and excellent health. Meanwhile, you sitting on the couch with a fucking pork chop, fat as fuck. Your bank account is super negative. You just think that you're just going to wake up one day and then you're going to have all this fucking money to do what with it? Because it's not going to deliver you when all hell breaks loose.
That's right.
The financial system as you know it today is going to be obsolete. They're already making it obsolete by purpose. Creating these different central CBDCs or central bank digital currencies, all right, that are going to fold ultimately into the RFID microchip. That's the only way you're going to be able to spend that money. And that money is going to be highly restricted. So where all you jakes, you like to get money and flash and flex on each other and buy a bunch of useless shit. All you people, you try to, you know, get over on people, give it to your lust, you're going to be able to do that with the new money system.
That's right.
Okay? And fuck what Nate's saying, man. The mark of the beast is not sin and some type of fucking philosophy. This nigga talking about, what do you say?
Revelation 17.
Yeah, he was breaking it. He was trying to call himself breaking Revelation 13, 16, and 17 down. And he was saying that that market, basically what they're going to do is they're going to pick out each, they're going to go to different camps and pick out each brother and say, oh, this brother, his brother, he won't sin, so we're going to take him away and lock him up. There was some weirdo shit, man. But he was basically saying that the mark of the beast is sin and a religious philosophy. So they said basically you ain't going to be able to buy and sell if you don't agree to sin or their religious philosophy. He still don't give a fuck about that. I was going to do a video on Margaret Sanger. There's a video about her. She's a woman behind Planned Parenthood. And the guy asked her a simple question. What is sin? What do you believe sin is, according to the Bible? And she couldn't answer. She said, sin is bringing a child in a world that's going to grow up to be basically a despot. You know, a person who's going to end up being poor, poverty-stricken, in jail, a vagrant, that kind of shit. That's a sin. That's the world's greatest sin. That's what she said. Then he asked her, well, do you believe in the sin of adultery? And she couldn't break that down. She was like, adultery is so many levels to that. I don't want to talk about that. You see?
Yeah.
Because they don't believe, they don't care about you sinning. They want you to sin. You already sinning. The shit that you doing. You think that you talk about what we call the 10 Commandments, right? What is called the 10 Commandments. You think that those are only laws the Lord have that you can get judged by, and it's not. It's over 1,600. I'm 1,600. It's over 613 laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord established for His people to live by and to be guided by on this earth in this Bible. Can we keep them all? Hell no. Because why? We're in captivity. We're in fucking hell. Okay.
Right.
All you can do is rehearse it. All right. But the Lord gave you men, true seers, that are going to show you, Jeremiah 3 and 15. True men that are going to show you what to do, what not to do in these terrible times that we're coming in. And they're not going to guide you with falsehoods. They're not going to hit you with a whole bunch of ever-changing doctrines. They're just going to give you the straight skinny. And those men are the men of great millstone. All right? Whether you believe it or not, doesn't matter. Because when I look around the internet world and I look around and I see all these Israelite groups out here, only one Israelite group ever gave us the 100% truth, man. Them and their affiliates, man. And that's starting off with the apostles and elders of the great millstone. And that's facts. That's facts. I'm not lying. I've been there. I seen it. I was there. I'm here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they doctor changed 1,000 times and nobody mentioned shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like he hiding something, man. I was angry this morning because I was like, yo, this nigga is straight up fucking lying. He's straight up fucking lying, and people accepting this shit, bro. Go ahead and bring out what you got.
And even in the video, they were showing like how pretty much the next step is the mark of the beast. And people are like still like, oh yeah, look at these bums talking bad about you and the doctrine. And I'm like, yo, they're worshiping this dude, man. Like, what the fuck? Fuck
Nick, man. And his black ass ain't gonna save you with that fucking ponytail afro he got going on. That's not gonna save you.
That's right.
That nigga is gonna, as soon as all hell breaks loose, you're not gonna be able to contact that nigga.
Oh, he's gonna be out.
He gonna be out. Them numbers gonna change. His shit gonna be dial tone only, man. You ain't gonna hear shit from this dude, man, because he don't care about the flock. He's a hireling, man. That's why he don't get mad. He don't get upset because his doctrine is constantly being battled against. This nigga gets mad at superficial shit, man. Oh, these bums. I watch these videos, and these bums, they said this, and they said that. First of all, none of us are bums out here, man. Well, who the fuck is a bum? We have more than enough out here through the spirit power of Yahweh Shai. But this world, earthly shit, it don't matter nothing. We got this truth.
Right.
We ain't out here lying to nobody. We ain't out here trying to gather the masses. Nah, we just telling you what it is. Bring it out.
Is it Jeremiah 3:16?
15 or 16. What did it say? What 15 say? I was sin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 15.
Jeremiah 3:15 it says, "And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding."
Yeah. I will send you pastors. Read it again.
Jeremiah 3:15, "And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding."
What does it say in the NLT?
It says, "And I will give you shepherds after my own heart, who will guide you with knowledge and understanding."
Exactly, man. And we're shepherds. Okay, you got the top shepherds are the apostles and the bishop elders, but we're shepherds too. And we're what? We're feeding you with what? Knowledge and wisdom and understanding. The Lord said, and like Elder Apostle Gabar tells us, don't get upset about it, because the Lord established wicked prophets. He did that for a reason, because he don't want all Israel getting it. He established the righteous prophets, the right ones, because he want those that hear that voice, their voices, through his power, they're going to get the full understanding. So we're giving you a full understanding. We don't ask nobody for nothing. People give us stuff from time to time, but we don't ask anybody for anything. Yahweh Shai gives us all the things that we need, but at the same time, we're not in the mindset of being bought off, paid off, no weirdo shit like that. We just telling you what it is, man, so that you can get it, so that when these things come to pass, that you will be spiritually prepared for the battle ahead of you, man. Right. And listening to somebody like Nathaniel Alaga, no. You know what I'm saying? He's not preparing you for what's coming. And like the priest said, when you watch the video, all in the video, they're telling you about CBDCs and where it's going. Because right now, they're not telling you how you're going to spend this CBDC. How you going to physically get this currency in your hand. They're not telling you that. But what they will, they're going to tell you that soon, because it's only one way, the RFID microchip.
That's right.
That's the only way. Ain't nobody going to stop you from buying and selling because you don't want to send. Nah, it ain't gonna stop you from buying and selling because you ain't want to take that chip.
That's right.
That's what it say. It said, and then he tried to go up to verse 3 and 4 when he went about the mark. He broke that down completely wrong. And what was in our cup? Let's read that. Matter of fact, go to Revelation 13, start at the top. Hold on, brother. Let me go.
What was in the hand of the whore?
Yeah, he's a fucking demon, man.
That's right, and that's why the scriptures say, you know, that to mark those men that cause division, man, that preach, you know, a different doctrine. As a matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Because when you preach something contrary to to the true doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're misguiding the Lord's people, man. And you're guiding them to what? To destruction. Real quick. This is Romans 16 and 17. It says, "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offenses contrary to the doctrine which you have learned, and avoid them."
Yeah, that's right, because when you don't mark those guys, which is scopeo, I think the word there is scopeo, people are going to get confused, man. So you letting the elect know that, hey, look, that guy right there, he is off, man. And this is why he's off. We're not just saying he's off because they got more memberships and they look all glossy and flossy. No.
Because we're haters.
Because we're haters, according to them. No, we telling you because he's doing nothing more than what these pastors and preachers do in the Christian church, which is lie to the people, to keep them submissive and to keep them darkened with bullshit so that he can siphon shit from them. This dude is full of pride. He don't want to. It ain't about us being right. It's about Yahweh Shai being right. But at the same time, it's like he's speaking through us. So the words that we're saying are correct. And he doesn't want to admit that. All right, but what he's going to do when people are lined up at these shipping centers getting RFID chips, you're going to tell them, you're going to tell your people to go take it because what? You don't want to say that GMS is right, but they're going. Some of them people amongst them is going to wake up like, yo, he was right. How else? The RFID chip is the mark of the beast, man. They making motherfuckers get it in their foreheads or in their hands. And somebody said, real quick, what is the tribe is the guy on the right from? It don't matter, man. He's an Israelite, man. Come on, man. Ask some real questions, bro. Cut out with the bullshit, man. You got people out here saying shalom and they ask dumbass questions, man. Remove this guy, man. You're out of here, man. You're not helping the conversation or the spirit flow, bro. We're Israelites. But the point of the matter is that you got to mark those dudes. Read that again.
Romans chapter 16 and 17. "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them."
And that's what Nate is doing. He's causing. I'm sorry.
Mark them which cause division and offenses.
Yeah, he's causing offenses. Division. He's causing divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which we receive, man.
That's right.
Because again, that's why the apostle tell us don't be like, window shopping and shit like that. Because you fuck around and get some information and it be wrong. And then you'll think it's right because you mixing and jangling it up with the truth, man. And it don't work that way, man. And then you're gonna be found out to be somebody that's just not worthy. You know what I'm saying? When you're it's like when you're in school. I don't know if brothers went to college or whatever like that, but most people, if you're going to college to study information technology, all your classes pretty much are going to be surrounded by classes that regard information technology, cybersecurity, network structure, project management, these kinds of things, right? I'm not going to, and every so often they got something called electives, which is just classes, they're filler classes, because most of the information that you need don't take up a whole semester worth of reading and shit. So they give you some bullshit classes to keep you at a full-time rate. The point of the matter is, when you're in school for IT, I'm not learning shit about architecture and medicine. Right, that don't make no sense. What the fuck I need to learn about medicine for? And I'm in the IT field. I didn't take any biology classes because I didn't need them shits. Likewise, when you're studying in this truth, man, you need to be focused on the word of truth. Okay? Right. You shouldn't be out here jumping and jangling, trying to listen to what this guy is saying and what he's saying, being unstable. Because what that's going to do is bring confusion. And the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, is not an author of confusion, man. If I was amongst Nate and them niggas, I'd be super confused right now, man. Because one minute he said the mark of the beast was an embargo. Then he said it was sin. Then he said it was a philosophy. Then he said it was Christianity. You know what I'm saying? A white picture of Cesare Borgia. Like, nobody, you don't understand this shit, bro. Nobody questions it, man. And it's like you niggas just like to be lied to, bro. Like, there's no point in your life where you say, you know what, just tell me the truth, man. Just give me this truth. Whether it hurts or whether it don't matter. Just give me the truth, man. And these guys, they ain't about the truth, man.
That's right.
You had niggas that was a part of us at one point. Them niggas wasn't about the truth, man. Because soon as some shit popped off, now you want to switch it up and change it up to make yourself sound like you deeper than you are, and you really not.
That's right.
So you gotta mark those men. And then what? Do you hang out with them niggas? Do you talk to them niggas? Do I email these niggas? Do I drop a comment on their shit? No. What do they say? What did the scripture say do?
And avoid them.
Avoid them niggas, man. Get the fuck out of here, bruh. Get out of here, man. I couldn't even watch that whole fucking video of Nate. I watched the brother, elder brother Yashalam, the brother, he put the video together. So I watched his video, but I didn't go to Nate's page and watch all that shit. Because by the time I was done the video, I was super fucking angry, man. And it's like I couldn't spaz out in the crib because, you know, my people don't know. You know what I'm saying? So she don't know what the fuck's going on. So I was like, I'm just fucking hot. Man, this nigga, man. Like, yo, this nigga is a fucking demon, bro. Because when you understand the scriptures, man, and you see what's really going on around you, bro, you actually see that this shit is really happening. They really about to start chipping motherfuckers for real, man. People are about to start fucking dying out here and from starvation, from cataclysmic events happening and shit, man. America ain't got enough money or time or might to fix all these problems that's coming, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they know that this fiat currency shit is played its course, man. They know that it's played its course. So they said, what? We're going to change it over. That's why they was all excited last year about the blockchain system. Oh, we got a new way of accounting. And you got it, brother?
A ledger, a new ledger.
Yeah, the new ledger, a way of accounting, right? And then she said, then another guy said that the way to get this money is going to be through a chip in your hand, man. He said that shit, man. These people, they telling you in your face, but then you got some dumbass nigga. Nate don't do no real research, man. You can tell he don't. Him or his men. And then he's picking up videos off of TikTok and trying to make it sound like they get in it. They don't do that. IUIC ain't known for doing that. They're not known for finding videos and speaking about prophecy and lining it up with the scriptures. What they do is they'll do it out of spite and mockery. You know what I'm saying? And Jake, you just want to be a part of something, man. This ain't that type of party. Like Apostle Gabar said, hey, man, this thing is deadly serious, man. And it's about to get really deadly serious out here, man. You got it, bro.
Right. No, and you could tell it in their voice like that. All of them, starting off with Nate, man, you could tell that it's like an act that they're putting up, bro. And even the other men, they're like, you know, basically like, oh, we got to make it about this dude so that we could keep our rank and be, you know, known and shit.
Yeah, niggas like lawful
titles. Yeah, man, that shit is crazy.
You a bishop in what? You a deacon in what? You an officer of what?
Deception.
That's all you is, man. That's all that shit is, man. Go ahead and read Revelation 13 and 1, man. We're going to start at the top.
This is Revelation 13 and 1. It says, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
And that beast is the beast system or the ancient Roman system, the ancient Roman beast system, now collectively called NATO and the EU. Okay, mainly NATO and the EU, because that's the Edomite land right there. All of that shit is run by the Edomites, man. Never mind these foreign nations that get a part of it. No. That's the Roman. That's that beast system, that's why in 1950s they had something called the Club of Rome. And if you look it up it's nothing but European nations. But a table full of Edomites that decided to do this. They created something called the EEC, the European Economic Community, which ultimately became the European Union. All right, and all they set up to do is push Edomite hegemony on the earth, man. Ancient Roman hegemony on the earth. You know, go ahead.
Well, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads a name of blasphemy.
Yeah, and keep reading.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed.
Yeah, because the Romans, they went down. The pagan Roman society went down. And who took the pagan Roman society down? Israelites. They would call themselves Romans and all that other shit, but it was Jake that did that. And that was during the Middle Ages, the beginning of the Middle Ages, from roughly around They like to start at 325, but Jake had already been in the midst of gaining power and control of Rome, or the Roman Empire back then. All right, and so that wound, it was wounded like as if it was wounded death. Like normally, if it had hit anybody else, motherfucker would have been out of here. Any other kingdom would have been out of here. But the Lord had it to where it would be healed because He was saving it for this time that we're in. I didn't bring the posters this week. Lord willing, next week I'll bring the posters. Some told me to bring the posters. The Spirit told me to, but I ignored it. It's a lot here. But the point of the matter is, there's a picture of the Nebuchadnezzar statue. The Nebuchadnezzar statue, and on the bottom of it, on the thighs and in the feet, that was all Rome. It even tell you that online. When you look it up, it says the revival of the Roman Empire. I'll show you. It even tell you that online, yo.
I have the statue right here. Yeah.
Yeah. What did it say for the breakdown? On the feet. What did it say to the feet?
Provinces of Rome?
Yeah, hold on, I got it.
Yeah, Roman Empire.
Yeah. Let's see where to go. Now when you searching shit, it's hard to find it, but I had a picture that it actually said that, man. Yeah, because then some say it's the Holy Roman Empire. It ain't the Holy Roman. Well, I got the one we use right here, the divided kingdom, right here, right here. Right, brothers familiar with this sign here. We usually hold it at camp, and it says on the bottom a divided kingdom. But I had another picture that it actually said the Roman Empire revived, man. And nobody ever asked the question, well, when was that revived? People they try to say it's the Holy Roman Empire, and it wasn't. Because did Yahushua come back during the Holy Roman Empire? No. Matter of fact, Yahushua was alive during the ancient Roman Empire. All right. Yeah, here it is right here. This is a good one right here. The modern age new Roman Empire. Right here. Look, it even said it. Look right here. Check this out, brothers. It says right here, modern age new Roman Empire, 10 kingdoms, European Union, New World Order. Everybody see it. You know what I'm saying? And so we're in the Roman Empire all over again, man. But now they're trying to establish it where, because it's nothing but Esau, Edom ruling this empire. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to force basically eternal slavery on the whole entire earth, man. That's why they're getting ready for these so-called strong cities, and they're trying to create this digital currency, one world currency, man. That you know, like in this world, in this world, you get a couple dollars. You go to Brazil or something like that, and America with American dollars is worth more down there than it is in America. So you get your purchasing power gets stronger. But in the New World Order, that's not going to happen. If you're even able to go to another country, your money is going to be exactly worth exactly what it is where you at, and you ain't going to be able to do much with that money because it's going to be restricted. They want to restrict you from doing that because they know that they use money as a tool to imprison people, man. All right, so-called money, because this FRNs that we use today are nothing more than talismans with demons on it. That's all that shit is.
Right.
It's just nothing but talismans, man. And that's what that RFID chip is going to be. Another fucking talisman, but this time it's going to be implanted in you, man. And these men, like Aaron Russo said it. Like Aaron Russo, he was tapped in. You know what I'm saying? He was really tapped in, had the conversation. He didn't sit down with Great Millstone or Apostle Har or anybody else. He sat down with Nick Rockefeller, and Nick Rockefeller told this nigga what was going to happen after that 9/11 war, before the planes hit the towers, what was going to happen after that shit, and what the ultimate goal was, is to get everybody chipped. That's what he said. So they can control you. It's about total control. Because they can control you now with a little bit of money here and there. They can take it away from you. They can give you a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But people are fucking this system all up. This system is fraudulent as fuck. So it ain't no real tight accounting with it, man. Then you got the fake money that's within the money system and shit. You got the the fair currency is fucked up. Okay? And so they're trying to get a better control over that system because they use money to control people now, economics to control people now. All right? But they're going to use it even further to make you a slave. To who? To the elite bankers. Who the elite bankers? The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, them type of people, man. Them ruling elite families, man. Who don't got birth certificates, who don't got driver's licenses, who don't got social security cards, but they own you and they do whatever the fuck they want to do. They even showed you that with King Charles. This guy, he don't need a driver's license. He don't need a passport. He can get up and go anywhere in this world that he want, and nothing's gonna happen to this man. You know what I'm saying? That's how them super elite families roll. It ain't just King Charles. The Rothschilds work like that. The Rockefellers work like that. The Gettys, the DuPonts, all these super elite families that you hear about and talk about, they do all that shit, you know?
That's right.
But they want to do it, and they want to be in the open with it now. They're tired of hiding in the back. They want you to know that, look, I own you. But you don't own us. GMSHAWAII owns us. So he's gave this vision to John to warn us, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Back in Revelations 13 and verse 3, and I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wandered after the beast.
Yep.
Verse 4, and they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast?
Yeah, because there's no other nation in this world like that beast system, man. There's no other nation with that kind of military might and financial might and prowess. Who was like that? So these nations, they following after the beast system, man. They ain't got no choice. Go ahead.
Who is able to make war with him?
Yeah, you look at America, motherfuckers be like, America got a population of 300 and something million people, but yet it's the strongest military on the planet Earth. Who gonna fight against that? And America is the head of NATO, straight up. You know what I mean? These other nations, they'll get down with them if something happened to America or these other NATO nations, man. You know, except for like Russia, who's not a part of NATO, or China, or Iran, which is Persia, you know, Ethiopia, and that's part of our future. That's the prophecy right there, you know. So they're looking like, who can make war with this one? So automatically they're gonna see the system. They're gonna see how the system is, and they're gonna be like, look, we can't do nothing but get down. Go ahead.
Like they say, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, that's right,
That's
right.
their fucking attitude.
You might love that shit.
It says, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Heavenly Father.
And that's what this devil does. All he does is blasphemy against the Heavenly Father, man. That's what this whole system is about. It's a blasphemous system set up. Look at what he's doing with mankind. How he's switching that around. Forcing regular people that ain't even in the truth know that it's an agenda. They call it the gay agenda. But we already knew what time it was. You know, this is Esau trying to control the population, trying to control the people, and push wickedness. If this man was about righteousness, he wouldn't be pushing that. But he's not. He's the man that was sent.
That's right.
All right? Read that portion again.
And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Heavenly Father to blaspheme his name.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing too. he like, to him, who is the Heavenly Father? To him, who is his son? To him, he don't give a fuck about none of that. This nigga is really crazy K, crazy E. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, he just don't give a fuck, man. And everything he does and says and do, all of that is against the Heavenly Father and the Son.
That's right.
You know, he used science. You watch these different movies and shit, and it's always talking about science and technology, and it's always this raw, archaic way of rebuilding something that was already perfect, man. You know, you got AI doing all this other shit because they don't want a lot of you people employed. Even that dude Noah Harari said that in the kingdom, the future world to come, humans are going to be obsolete. They just going to, so what they going to do with them? Kill them, just take them out of here. He's basically saying that you ain't going to need them because you got AI, you got all of this other shit going, technology going on, man. Even Carl Schwab said you're going to have nothing and be happy. Who is the so-called white man that tell me that I'm gonna have nothing and I'm gonna be happy? Is that the way the Lord established the earth? Fuck no, man. Did the Lord establish the earth for it only to be a minimal amount of people everlasting on the earth? Fuck no, man. Earth is too big for that, you know? The earth was made to be inhabited, man. The earth was made to be lived upon, but in a righteous manner.
That's right.
Okay? Man was supposed to have an inheritance. Land was the first inheritance that we received. Was land. You know what I'm saying? But Esau, he goes around and say, you don't got no land. No, that's my land. I own, that's government land. Eminent domain. No, that's private property. You got Edomites with all, I just saw them shit earlier today. This Edomite, this nigga had like over like 300 and some acres of land. You know, he was doing all that land killing people, bro, and burying these motherfuckers, bro. Yeah. He had this one chick, the cops came to his property, and this was, they didn't even come to his house. His house and his property was two different places, but they stormed him at the same time. They came against him at the same time. They got him in the house so he couldn't make no run for it, and they waited while they searched his property somewhere else. The 300 acres of the property. Man, this motherfucker started banging on like a Connex or something, like a big ass, you know, them big ass containers, metal containers, the trucks we have and shit. We call them Connexes in the army. Shit was like double locking all that shit. And the dude was knocking. He could hear somebody knocking back saying, help, help. Man, they cut that fucking shit open. It was this Edomite chick chained the fuck up from head to feet. And then shit fucked up. And this, she was like, he killed my friend. He shot him 3 times in the chest with a shotgun. He did this, shot him in the head, buried him. He killed a couple. Blah, 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 blah. This nigga went up into a motorcycle store some years ago. Killed 4 people and just left. And just left and went home like it was nothing. Like, this what they do with their land. This is what the shit that they steal. See, they doing all this land grabbing and shit. It don't belong to them. Nothing in America belongs to Esau. Nothing. It's yours now because you stole it, but it don't authentically belong to you. If you're not in Mount Seir, if you're not in what's that, Jordan area, nigga, everything you got, everywhere you at is stolen, man.
That's right.
Because that's all you do. The thief coming not but to kill, steal, and destroy. So this man, he killed like all kinds of people, bro. And they digging up this motherfucking land. They had to get this nigga out of the prison, take him back to his land and point out
where he.
Yeah, because once he got caught, he already knew it was over. Because the dude, one of the cops was in the house on the phone with the people with the girl. I was like, look, man, da 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 da. He telling the cop, he telling the dude, you're fucked. He said, look, man, you did this, you did this, you did this, we got it. She said this, she's right here. Hey, he's like, you know what? Hey, somebody get his ass up out of here. Throw him in the cop car. You're going to jail. And they toss the nigga in there and shit. And then the nigga get to the police station and he just opened up. He just started telling, like, look, I'm going to close a bunch of cases for you. Blah, 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 blah. And they was like, man, this little nigga had the gun, had the weapon, and the bullets down to a science, bro. The nigga knew exactly what he had. And they was like, whoa, only the killer can know that. You know, mind you, it's like people get shot every day and you don't know who they being killed. These Edomites, man. These Edomites be taking land. That's why they buy large swaths of land so they can do whatever they want on that land. And it's always wickedness. You see what they did with the nigga Epstein Island and shit. They were doing all kinds of shit. Superstars flying in and out of that motherfucker. They got plenty places like that in the world. But Jake don't know about. But yet there's not enough room for people.
Islands that they're not open to the public, and who knows what the fuck they're doing there.
This man's a fucking devil, man. That's why Yahweh Shai is going to take you out, man.
That's right.
You do not deserve to be a manager of the earth any longer. The Lord said he's going to destroy them, which destroyed the earth, man. And not only the earth, his people too. You destroyed his people too. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the heavenly Father to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
And that's what he blasphemed the name of the Lord. He blasphemed his people and them that's in the spirit world. Because we're his tabernacle, us, the Israelites, the Israelite men. We're the tabernacle of the Most High. And you blaspheme us too. That's why you can never be forgiven, man. Yahushua said all sin can be forgiven except for sin of blasphemy of the Holy Spirit.
Right.
And the only one that ever did that was you Edomites. That was it. Go ahead, bro.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
And that's right. That's what's about to happen. This whole Jacob's trouble that's about to happen, these concentration camps that are being set up, these different locations that are being closed down and re-established as concentration camps, they're going to push a lot of Israelites in there to make war with them, to destroy them. All right? They ain't going to make war with the state of Israel. I mean, some of them probably get thrown in camps too, because they don't care about them people either. But the point of the matter is, they coming at us. It's given unto Esau to do that. That's why in the end, you're going to that war that we hear about in heaven, which is going to be Esau and his armies against Yahushua and his army. And it ain't going to be much of a war, but you're fighting with the saints, man.
That's right.
And Yahushua is coming back for his people. He ain't coming back for the whole earth. He's coming back for the saints of his people. Okay? Those that are slaughtered for salvation. So he's going to have to fight with you to take what's his. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given over all, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
Yep.
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world.
And the only ones that are written in the book of life are the Israelites. And everybody else, they're going to worship them. How they going to worship this dude? If they're going to get a picture of Treasury Borgia and drop down? No. They're going to take that chip, and that's it for them. They're going to take that RFID microchip, that mark in their right hand, their forehead. It ain't about worshiping no goddamn sin or some religious philosophy. No. Nobody buys and sells with none of that shit. People need money in this world. They love money. They worship that shit. So they're going to need a way to live. So they're not going to worship the Lord and seek the Lord help. Yahweh Shai help. So the vast majority of the people on this side here, what they're going to do is they're going to run to Esau and they're going to take his shit.
Right.
It ain't going to be a large ceremony and shit. No, they're going to be like, shit's going to be going to hell. People going to be lined up trying to get some reprieve. And the only way to get that reprieve is to get that RFID microchip, the MOTB, in their heads or in their foreheads. And that's saying, I worship you, you're my God. You saying, you're my God. You know what I mean? All that can't beat them, join them shit, fuck that, yo. Hey, I ain't got, nah, man, fuck that. We ain't got shit, nothing in this new system. We ain't got shit in this old system, and nothing in the new world system is set up for our people to be advantageous for us. That's the mindset you got to look at it like. You got to look at it like, look, man, fuck that. Because this system ain't going to be set up for my betterment. It's going to be set up for my destruction. And anybody that get that chip, you're going to be destroyed. Because you said the Lord ain't your God, Esau is.
Right.
Just like you listened to Esau to take that juicing jab. You know? You said that Esau was your God. And man, I had somebody tell me a couple days ago, this chick said she had to take it. The job told her she had to take it because if she don't take it, she don't have a job. So she just took it. Her mom took it, so she just took it. So they both juiced up together. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you stupid, bitch. I was like, fuck that job, man. But nah, people want to, again, money. Because you need money to live in this world.
They love the world.
They love the world. So they want to live in this world.
And the thing is that they know that the world is fucked up and they still love it. They'd rather be part of the world than to have faith in the Lord and know that he's going to bring a better kingdom, man, for the Israelites.
That's because the Lord don't want them niggas, man.
That's right. If any man have an ear, verse 9, Revelation 13:9, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Break it down, bro.
That's right. So those
Hello? How you need?
Can I share information with you?
What information you trying to share with us?
God's kingdom.
Oh, we talking about God's kingdom too.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know who the kingdom is for?
Yeah.
Who is it for?
Huh?
Who is God's kingdom for?
What is it for?
Who is God? What people is God's kingdom for? Turn around.
Yeah.
What people
No.
is God's people? What the kingdom?
Yeah, it's a government he gonna bring. Yeah.
Yeah. But for what people? What people?
Huh?
What people?
His people.
Who is his people?
His name is Jehovah.
His name is Yahweh in the Hebrew.
Yours
Yahweh.
has Hebrew. What English Jehovah?
Yeah, but we speak.
Hawaiian Jehovah. Hawaiian.
Okay, but it's Yahweh.
Yeah. But
Okay.
that's what we share it with the people.
Okay.
We gotta be his people.
Yeah. Well, that's what
Because
we
he's
do.
the creator. He tells us. We don't tell him.
So what I'm asking is, who are the Lord's? He has people, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're called the Israelites.
Yeah.
The Israelites. You an Israelite?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
All right.
not, he not using them anymore because they
Yeah, he
killed
is.
his son.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You about to-
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
They
No, that's
killed
not
his
true.
son, the Israelites.
That's okay.
So he don't use them no more.
All right, you see that, and that's all right, man. We good. Take it easy, man.
They killed his
No,
son.
they didn't kill him. The
He
Lord,
not
the Lord,
happy with that.
the Lord allowed it to be happen, man. Hey, this dude is bugged out, man.
Yeah,
And
almost fucking hit the
mindset. That's all
tailgate and
that
shit, bro.
replacement theology, man. They killed him, so he don't use his people no more because they killed his son. What kind of shit is that, bro? That ain't in the scriptures, man. That's nowhere to be found. The Lord, hey, Paul said what in Romans 11:1, bro. Nigga fucking Eddie's about to hit your car, bro. Fucking all up, bro. Something told me to look that up earlier, but I was like, it slipped my mind. I'm glad you was on it, man. Why do you have about your own shot? That guy's bugging, man.
Yeah, fucking through.
Spitting and shit, talking about he's Hawaiian and the Lord ain't using people this more. He about to set up a government. He is about to set up a government, but it's going to involve the Israelites.
That's right.
Starting with the 144,000. That's the governing body. Okay? Bring it out, bro.
Romans 11.
And 1.
This is Romans 11 and verse 1. It says,
Sorry, it's acting up. It's the book of Romans 11 verse 1. I say then, as the Most High cast away his people, the Heavenly Father forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham of the tribe of Benjamin.
that's right. So that's letting you know right there that even within the New Testament, when the New Testament was, written, which was after Yahweh's death, that the Lord has not forgotten Israel, man. The Heavenly Father sent Yahweh to be the last sacrificial lamb for the forgiveness of sins of Israel, man, not of these other heathen nations, man. And in reality, these other nations can't sin because they weren't given the law. They didn't make a sacrifice by blood with the Heavenly Father, so they can't sin.
Yeah, and what they do is sin, but they're not under the law of sin because the scriptures don't apply to them. Esau, he took the law unto himself, so now he's going to be judged by it. And plus, he's the man of sin.
That's right.
When you look at the Jehovah Wiccan and shit, who was that started by? It was started by an Edomite, a devil, a non-righteous Edomite, racist piece of shit Edomite. You know what I mean? And again, just like Christianity, to get more people, they gotta invite more people. So they just put these people here. You got these people talking about this dude said that the Lord's name is Jehovah in the English and in a Hawaiian Ehovah. But they told you that dumb shit. That ain't the name of the Heavenly Father, man. There was never a J in the time of Yahweh. Okay? When you look that name up, it ain't Yahweh, it ain't God, it's Yahweh.
That's right.
His son name is Yahweh Shai. And all that shit about the Lord putting his people away because they killed his son. No, where's that at in the scripture? The scripture said that he was going to die for his people. Get St. John chapter 11. What is the words? 54, 55? St. John 11, 54 or 55. I believe it's 50. You can start at 55.
St. John 11 and 55, it says, and the Jews' Passover was night at hand, and many went out. That's it.
Salaki. I'm sorry. Start at 47. The points in 50. And the points in 50.
St. John 11:47. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles.
Yeah.
If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
Yeah.
And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
So they weren't worried about the Messiah. They didn't. First of all, them cats didn't believe in him. It wasn't everybody, but these are the higher ups. You got to understand something. During the time of Hellenism and Romanization of our people, it was the higher ups of our people, the more wealthier families of our people that accepted that way of life. Obviously, lessers did because they followed after them. But those people that had a sphere of influence back then, it was the Sadducees, the Pharisees, and whatnot. And then you had the high priests at the time. All they was concerned about was their place and position. And they were fearful that if all Israel at that time in the land of Israel, Judah, Benjamin, Levi would have followed him, then the Romans would bring what? An army to quell the insurrection. Because according to them, Caesar was their king. And all they cared about is their position, just like in today's society. You got wealthy Israelites, so-called black Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans that are with this system. And they don't want to help all their people. They want to just keep their high positions, just like Esau does. That's why you got 90-year-old, crippled-ass, geriatric Edomite senators still in office. They in these positions. Why? Because they're lifelong positions and they bring wealth. And so they don't want somebody to come in and give you a different understanding and mindset and then change that. So what they did is they conspired against the Lord. Go ahead.
And one of them named Caiaphas, being the high priest that same year, said unto them, ye know nothing at all, nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not.
Right, and that was a prophecy. Keep reading.
And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahushua should die for the nation.
Keep reading.
And not for that nation only, but for all, but that also he should gather together in one the children of the Most High that were scattered abroad.
Who are the children of the Most High that were scattered abroad? The Israelites. Not the Hawaiians, not the white man, not this guy spitting right around in his car calling himself proselytizing the people or evangelizing the people. No. It was the Israelites, man. So not only that nation at the time was the nation of Judah, Benjamin and Levi, the southern kingdom. Was all the southern kingdom in Israel during that time? No. Because they speak about it all throughout Acts. And furthermore, that you had Israelites scattered abroad. Even in the Old Testament, in Ezekiel, the Lord said what? He going to gather his people from all the nations where he driven them to, roughly paraphrasing, man. Okay? So that's what he's doing. So Yahweh's sacrifice wasn't just for Jake in Israel then. It was for Jake all over the world that was scattered, man. And that was a prophecy, man. So why, if the Lord was going to just get rid of his people because they said, kill him and let his blood be on our head and our sons and our children's head, then what did you other nations do? Get that scripture where it says, gather my people who've made a sacrifice with me. Okay? You other nations ain't make no sacrifice with the Lord. That dude still eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. He ain't no beard on his face. He just going to church and just doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Driving around on a Sunday, supposed to be the Lord's Sabbath according to them. And when these niggas are bugging. They put their women out there to gather the men, and they want the men to go out there to do the grunt work. But again, the Jehovah's Witnesses is all set up about Edomites. And it's about money with them niggas, man. You're going to have to go into your pockets if you want to be a Jehovah's Witness, man. Deep. You know?
Right.
They claim that their elders are a bunch of old-ass white men that's going to be a part of the 144,000. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Esau ain't gonna be he ain't gonna be a part of no government when Yahushua get back and establish his kingdom. None.
That's right.
I dare to even call that nigga part of the working class, man. Cause he just gonna be a fucking slave, man. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna be nothing, less than nothing.
That's right.
And all you so-called church fathers, man, y'all gonna be spearheading that shit too. Y'all gonna be right. Y'all gonna be beyond the super elite, wealthy. You religious fathers, man. If you back here during that time, it doesn't matter. We'll wait till you get back, but your ass is gonna get it, yo. Joseph Smith, John Calvin, all them motherfuckers, man. The Lord said, "What have you to do to take His covenant in your mouth?" Saying you hate instruction, and you casted His word behind you. You know what I'm saying? All these churches that they got all these so-called multicultural people involved in, like Jakes and shit. At one time, they said you were beyond a salvation, man. They didn't even want you in there. Now all of a sudden you want to try to hand me a pamphlet talking about God's government and goodness. Fuck you, man.
That's right.
This man almost hit my brother's car, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit. I saw it. He saw it and he wasn't paying attention because he had them demons on him, man. Frothing at the mouth and shit. Go ahead, bro.
Psalms 50 and 5. It says, "Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice, and the heavens shall declare His righteousness."
That's right. The only people that made a covenant with the Lord by sacrifice are the Israelites.
That's right.
He ain't never do away with His people. It's always been about Israel, man. That's why Esau want to be Israel. Everybody want to be an Israelite. Don't nobody want to be an Israelite.
There's another scripture that says, can a mother forget her sucking child?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Or she can, but
I'll get it.
roughly paraphrasing. Letting you know that the Lord's not, He's not going to forget His people, man. The scriptures say that, that the Lord's word doesn't go out in vain. And guess what? The promises of the kingdom of that He made unto our forefathers, to Abraham and our forefathers, man, they haven't been fulfilled. So guess what? You're calling the Heavenly Father a liar, man. If that's the case, He's not gonna do it with them anymore, and He's just gonna give it to the heathens, the kingdom. Nah, man.
This is Isaiah 49:15. Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yeah, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee.
That's right, and that's speaking about who? About Israel, man. Although Israel fucked up, we've sinned against Yahweh GMSHAWAII. The Lord still remembers us. There's another one that says, "I have engraved you." Yeah, can.
I'm gonna get it.
So,
read the rest of it.
Although Israel went off,
it's the same precept.
Can. And we disobeyed the Lord, He still made a promise unto us, man. So He gave us a second chance through Yahushua, man.
Yeah. It says Isaiah 49:15. Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yeah, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hand. Thy walls are continuously before me.
That's right. So the Heavenly Father, is thinking about His people always, man. Especially about the elect, man, because those are the ones that He chose unto Himself, the first fruits, man. And even Yahushua, when He prayed to the Father, He said what? That He prays for His people, man, for the ones that the Lord gave unto Him, which are the believing body. But also, at the end of it all of Israel is gonna be saved, man.
Yep. It's Isaiah 45:4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Because there was a time we didn't know the Lord, but yet we were blinded. We didn't have a prophet or nothing amongst us.
That's right.
So, but the Lord didn't forget us. All right.
Yeah, and the reason why Israel went off is because of the ways of you fucking heathen nations seduced our people, man.
Yeah.
Your wicked ways. So the Lord's gonna, give a righteous reward to a bunch of wicked ass nations? No,
hell
man.
no, man. He beat the fuck out of us because we were doing all that wickedness. What you think He gonna do to you? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you heathens didn't know nothing about the Bible until Esau brought it to you.
That's right.
You didn't know nothing about Catholicism and Jehovah Witnessing and all of Christianity. None of that shit. You didn't know none of that until Esau brought his version of the Bible to you, which was nothing more than white supremacy. And you accepted it because he was in power. You fuckers were living on these islands, and you were living real base, okay? You didn't have a whole bunch of metals. You didn't have a whole bunch of ironworks. None of that shit. You were living like castaways in the middle of the fucking Pacific, eating each other, worshiping wooden and stone idols, man.
That's right.
And then Esau came over in the 1800s, and he brought another idol to you, the white Christ, man. And then he brought a whole different doctrine, which is about white supremacy and salvation for everybody in the world. You know?
That's right.
You motherfuckers was worshiping volcanoes and rocks. You know, real talk, man.
For real, bro.
You know, ocean aquatic life. Thunder, the thunder. You were doing shit that heathens do.
That's right.
And then you learn from another heathen some more bullshit, man.
Worship him.
To worship him. Right? Now you want to try to creep up on us and try to sell us that bullshit. Hey, listen, man. The Lord ain't having it, man. He said, I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. I want to get that in a blue letter. What is that? Isaiah 45:4. And we'll get back to the mark of the beast. We didn't forget about that. This is Isaiah 45:4, the NLT. And why I called you for this work? It says, why did I call you by name when you did not know me? Because there was a time we didn't know the Lord. Until we heard the voice of the Lord through the apostles and the brothers on down, the bishop elders, the apostles, the bishop elders, and the brothers on down. You know what I mean? We didn't know the Lord. Just like you jakes in the world, you think you know Yahweh Shema Shah, you think you know the Lord, you don't know the Lord. It says, even though says, when you did not know me, it is for the sake of Jacob, my servant. Israel is my chosen one. So this guy, he got cut, and he wasn't going to stand around and hear none of this. That's why he kept rolling. He rolled his ass the fuck up out of here, man. You know? It wasn't for him anyway.
Share some information.
Yeah, can I share some, man? What you want to share with us, man? Oh, yeah, he bring out this pamphlet and shit. I don't want that fucking pamphlet.
Yeah, they don't know nothing. That's why they always come up with the pamphlet. And if you if you, obviously he knows that we were preaching,
Yeah.
but like sometimes they go to my house and then they come with these little pamphlets, pamphlets, and then you ask them a question, like trying to act like if you don't know nothing, and they're like, oh, just come to the church, just come to the church. Like they don't even know what they're talking about. Like they don't even know their own doctrine. You know, there's always like, oh yeah, come, the pastor will explain it to you. You know, and the pastor's just some, you know, motivational speaker that's trying to convince you to go to his church. That's all it is.
Yeah, it says Jehovah's Witness originated as a branch of the Bible student movement, which developed in the United States in the 1870s among followers of Christian restorationist minister Charles Taze Russell. Bible student ministries were sent to England in 1881, and the first overseas branch was opened in London in 1900. It says the group took on the name International Bible Students Association in 1914. It was also active in Canada, Germany, Australia, and other countries. The movement split into several rival organizations after Russell's death. In 1916, with one led by Joseph Judge Rutherford, retaining control of the Watchtower and the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of Pennsylvania. Under Rutherford's direction, the International Bible Students Association introduced significant doctrinal changes that resulted in many long-term members leaving the organization. The group grew rapidly, particularly in the mid-30s, with the introduction of new preaching methods. In 1931, the name Jehovah's Witness was adopted, further cutting ties with Russell's earlier followers, man. Come on. And these are a bunch of Edomites, man. Look, Edomite. Come on, man. You think when he started that shit that any of us would have been involved in that? Hell no. Edomite. Let's look at the other dude, Rutherford. Judge Joseph Rutherford. Look, a fucking devil, man. And I'm supposed to learn the truth from him. The same nigga that tried to get me to learn that I was a fucking African American. I was African. Them niggas, France, Boaz, and all the rest of them, Hersovitz type niggas. Nah, You think the white man gonna tell you the truth? Hell no. Hell no. It's the devil, man.
For real, these fucking. And it's like people forget that was like not too long ago, bro.
Nope.
Like, what the fuck? They don't forget that Esau had us, our people in slavery, that he took our lands, killed us, almost genocided, a bunch of us. You think that it was just like always nice like it is now, like where everybody's just like civil and shit. Like, nah, man, Esau was fucking destroying our people by the millions. Not too long ago, a generation and a half ago.
Yep. Yep. It says, I said, I was just looking for it. It doesn't matter. Anything involved in Edomite got some racist shit, brother. Undertones, brother. Fuck Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not gonna learn the Bible from Esau. That's why they got all those doctrinal changes. That's why they gave us plantation Christianity. Ain't no hope in that shit, man. I would never stand out on the corner for no fucking Jehovah's Witness, man. I see them motherfuckers all the time, man. I drive right by them niggas, man. And don't come knocking on my fucking door. They don't. They already know what time it is, man. Fuck that. Go ahead, bro. That was on that? Let's go back to Revelation, man. Let's keep God throwing this off.
Back in Revelation 13:9, it says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Yes.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yep.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So you lead somebody into captivity, you're going to go in captivity. That's a judgment from the Lord. Did not the so-called white man and these other nations lead these people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, who are the Israelites, into captivity? Yes. So what's going to happen to them ultimately? They're going into captivity.
Right.
Did not the so-called white man kill us by the sword to establish this place called America and all his power, his foothold all throughout the world? Yes. So what you think is going to happen to him? He's going to get the sword against him, man. And that's the patience and faith that we're waiting on, that the Lord is going to ultimately pay this man back. And we know he is, because he said he is. And guess who he's going to use to do it? He's going to use us to do it, man. But when we get them new bodies and that spiritual power, man, okay, we're going to take the whole earth over, because it don't belong to the heathen. It belongs to the Israelites, man. The scripture says the earth was made for our sake, man, not for the heathen. The Lord looked at these nations as less than nothing, man. It'd be something to be nothing, but they're not even that. They're not even that. They're less than nothing, man. But even in that, we still gonna treat you with a righteous hand, man. We're not gonna treat you with a wicked hand. That don't mean you ain't gonna get fucked up and tore up. Nah, it just means that we gonna righteously deal with you, man. We're gonna punish you, and after that, we're gonna allow you to go back into your lands. But you're gonna have to follow our customs, our laws, our statutes, our commandments that GMSHAWAII established for us. They're gonna be pushed on to y'all. But you're not gonna get no blessing for it. You're not gonna get the blessing that we get for it. You know what I'm saying? Because you just doing it. You just following protocol.
Yeah, and then like, a lot of people always say like, oh well, what about you guys? You're gonna lead everybody into captivity. Who's gonna judge y'all? Nobody, man. Because you heathen nations, especially Esau, you led us, chiefly us, the Israelites, but the whole world, you led us, into captivity and killed us with the sword for wicked purposes, man. And you led us into a captivity in wickedness, man. So all you pushing is wickedness. But in the other hand, we're gonna do it through what? Through righteousness, man. The Lord's gonna give us power to put you heathen nations, into captivity. But guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna teach you righteousness, man. And at the end of it all, you heathen nations are gonna realize like, damn, we needed these people to rule over us. Because while Esau and you other heathens ruled over the earth, you were fucking everything up.
This is this is Jeremiah 49:12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken it. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go on. Can I read verse 10? This is Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not, right? Because
he's been exposed.
Brother, he's been exposed, man. Everybody else has been spoiled, And who are his brothers? Jacob. But he hasn't been spoiled, man. Esau can't show you in history where what happened to us happened to him. He can't show that, right? He don't want to show nothing like that, right? But he can't show it. He hasn't been spoiled. But now is a time where Esau, he's going to be made uncovered, which is his sins are going to be exposed to the world, man. You know? And it says, leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
That's right. And those that were not meant to drink of the cup were the Israelites, because, like we mentioned, we were the ones that were given the earth as our possession for us to enjoy it. You know. But since we sinned, guess what? We had to drink of that cup of punishment. And now you Edomites, man, that are the wicked, are you not going to receive of that cup of punishment for blaspheming the name of the Lord of GMSHAWAII and his people? You are. You shall surely drink of it, man.
It says, for I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
That's right. So all starting off with Babylon the Great, you're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna be a reproach, a wasteland pretty much.
Yeah, you're gonna
and not be remembered.
You're not gonna be remembered. Nobody's gonna talk about America like you do today. All the pride of this place, it's not gonna be anything about this place.
You're not gonna hear about their great military might or nothing, man.
And spiritual Basra is America, because ancient Basra, it ain't shit over there. It ain't nothing but a fucking a tourist attraction. But America's not going to be a tourist attraction. America's going to be raised to the ground, man. For I had sworn by myself, that saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, and a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, GMSHAWAII, an ambassador sent into the heathen, saying, gather together and come against her, and rise up to battle. For lo, I will make you small amongst the heathen, and despised among men. And that lines up with Obadiah, verse 1. Thy terribleness have deceived thee. Yeah, all Esau's terrible. Can you look that up? This is Jeremiah 49 and 16. That word for terribleness. Yeah, your terribleness deceived you. All that wickedness you was doing, it had you on a winning streak. And you just knew you couldn't be stopped, man. You lived long, prosperous lives. All these devils living to be in the 90s, bro. Late 90s, man. And they just walking around here like they ain't did shit in the earth, man. Their whole life since they got into this earth, they dragged their first breath. It was nothing but wickedness, man. What the fuck you think gonna happen to you, man? You got it, bro. What's it say in the Hebrew?
It says shuddering horror.
Yeah, they horror. Well, because when Esau took the land, it was horrifying. And it had the people in shudders, man.
Fearfulness.
Yeah, everybody was scared of this man, yo, for a long time. Especially when he created that atom bomb, man. They're coming out with a movie about Oppenheimer in July. And it's something, and they lauding this nigga as a fucking savior. But that was nothing but destruction, man. He was the creator of destruction, man. That's what he did. But the Lord put it on his spirit because they're going to use that information to create these nuclear missiles that are going to destroy America, man.
That's right.
And he did it fast, too, man. He let you fucking devils use that occultic knowledge that you had, all that wickedness that you, because that's how you got it. You wasn't just laying on your bed one day and the Lord said, you know what, bombs. No, these motherfuckers had to go do a lot of wickedness to get there. They don't tell you about none of that. But that's what they did. The guy that created the rockets, I forget this nigga name, that's not even be his real name, his alias or something. He created the rockets and shit. He did that shit through occultic knowledge, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you think gonna happen to you? But that terrorness, that horror, it put people in frightened. But that deceived you, man. You know, you thought you couldn't be stopped. You hear it as you killed millions of people, you enslaved millions more. Okay, you continuously oppress these people, you know, create identities for them, destroy them even more. You know, and you think that nothing's gonna happen to you, bro? Fuck out of here, man.
Right.
That wasn't on that. Verse 16, thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thy heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. There it is. So that tells you that, and you know it ain't talking about ancient Basra, because Esau ain't lived there forever. It's talking about America, man. And when they see this place, man, they're gonna be like, especially when we in the air, low only part of the elect, and we do a flyover. Last night I seen a chariot fly over last night, I believe it was, because birds don't fly that high at night. And it was in the sky, it was huge, man. It was like a triangle, and it went by so fast, and it disappeared. I thought it was birds. But anyway, when we do the flyovers, bro, we ain't gonna be like, yo, that place, remember the cheeseburger we had down there, bro? No, we're gonna be like, man, that fucking place, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a perpetual reproach, man.
That's right.
You got it, bro. Back in Revelation.
It's back in Revelation 13, and verse 11. It says, the beast from the earth. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Yeah, and that was the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth, or in the sight of men. And we were just talking about what? Fat man, little boy, whatever. Them atomic bombs.
All right, you can go to the 90s when they were bombing the fuck out of some European nations. I can't remember, but give one a beat. Doesn't matter. But people were scared of this man, and they're scared of him now. This man can he even got to be in a fucking vehicle, bro, and just burn your fucking city down, bro.
That's right.
And everybody in it, and just chuck it up like it was just a casualty. It was nothing. It was just a casualty of war. This man's a devil, man. Go ahead, bro.
Well, verse 14, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword, and did live.
And that's not a picture of Cesare Borgia. That is the RFID microchip, man. They making an image of this beast. They making an image that this beast, so it lives. I'm sorry, read that again, brother.
It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword, and did live.
Which is that chip. Go ahead.
Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, and that's that chip. If you don't take that chip, they're gonna put you to death, man. Even Apostle Hart mentioned it in that street preaching. Some of it's gonna be beheaded, man. Fuck it, because we don't. Why would we want to? We're already in captivity. Why would I want myself in further captivity, and especially to an Edomite, man? But a lot of people, they're afraid to die. They're afraid of what's coming after that. They're afraid. Esau made you afraid of death, man. Yeah, you can die a horrible death, but if you take that chip, your death is going to be even way horrible than you could ever imagine, man. What the fuck, man? Either way, you're going to get up out of here.
And like that image, is like also like the system.
Yeah.
Because even now, or even, a couple decades ago, there was countries that were not fully controlled by Esau, and guess what's happened? They made them a proposition like, yo, this is what we want you to do business with us. And those that didn't agree, guess what happened? They killed the leaders, they set up puppet leaders, and then destroyed the ones like like, you know, like what happened to Haiti. You know, Esau wanted to take over Haiti, they couldn't, and then what? They fucked them over economically, man. And Haiti's a fucking, you know, a wasteland, man.
Yeah, but ultimately it's that chip.
God.
If you don't take that chip, they're gonna get you up out of here, man. You're a problem, a major problem.
That's right. Yeah, and that mark is gonna be that chip. It says, and he causeth both all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead.
And that mark goes to the Greek word karagma, which is an incision. When you go back to karats, because how is these CBDCs going to be issued out? How are you going to be able to move in a new economic system? You're going to have to take that chip. How he going to cause you to do it? Through deception, through panic, through fear. You know, you see what happened with the Jews? Most of the people were just afraid. All these people were dying. All these people, and nobody want to be the next. Then you start being unemployed because you didn't want to take the burgers and fries. You didn't want to take the lottery tickets. You didn't want to take the basketball tickets. So they said, you know what? Fuck it. Hey, just put fear on their ass, man. And that's what got a lot of people to do what they did, man.
Right.
And now all you people are sick and don't even fucking know it, man. You know? But worse is going to be the condition of that chip. The money system is going to be over. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do? Buying and selling is not going to be an option anymore. People are either going to do it or they're not.
That's right.
And in order for you to get anything in this world, you have to buy and sell. Your life is full of commerce all day, every day. Doesn't matter what you do. So in order for you to be active in the new system, you're going to have that mark.
That's right.
And if you don't, they say what? They're going to kill you, but fuck it. The Lord said what? Fear not him that can kill the body but not the soul, but fear him that can kill both the body and the spirit, the soul in hell, man. Which is Yahawah. And hell is this place, this condition, the grave. Esau can't do shit against you once your spirit is done with this body. That's it.
That's right.
He has no more rulership over you at that time. You know? He can fuck your body up, but it's over. You're in the spirit world like that.
That's right.
You know? But he's going to call. Can you look up that word for cause in the Greek? And I got some precepts from Elder Kazak on a comment board I'm going to bring out, brother. Elder Kazak, I think that's Elder Kazak. Kazak Bun Yahawah, Ecclesiasticus 30:17. Death is better than a bitter life of continued sickness. And that's all you're going to have here, man. A bitter fucking life. You know, somebody gets sick, get the cancer. You know what I'm saying? You all crying and shit because this person's in the spirit world. Man, stop playing, man. I don't want my people to be here fucked up and sick. I'd rather them be in the spirit world, man.
That's right.
Fuck my attachment, bro. You know what I'm saying? You in a better place. I was watching that shit. I was watching that Tupac Mama documentary, Dear Mama documentary on Hulu. Just the last episode or whatever. And even he was talking about that, man. He was like, look, man, I'm in a better place, man. He said, he hated life down here. That man was ready to die. And Biggie Small. All them niggas was ready to go. Because they couldn't even handle that much. Them niggas is 25, 23 years old. Children, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't even handle that. Them mother was weak, man. You know? But death is better than a life of perpetual sickness, man. You got it, brother.
This is the word for he causes. It says poieo in the Greek, to make, with the names of things made, to produce, construct, form, fashion, to be the author of, the cause, to make ready, to prepare, to produce, bear, shoot forth, to acquire, to provide a thing for oneself.
Well, let's stop right there. To provide a thing for oneself. When the money system is gone, they got to come up with a whole new system, right? You think it's going to take them 5 or 6 years to do that? No, they already got it on deck. So what are they going to do? Read that portion again.
To provide a thing for oneself.
So they're going to provide you with a new way to operate in a new system, which is going to be that chip. They're going to make conditions so fucked up that you're going to either do one or two things. Either you're going to take the chip or you're not going to take it. If you take it, they're going to have you thinking that your life is going to be extended here on this planet. Not realizing that you just got put into chattel slavery all over again. If you don't take it, they're going to say We're gonna kill you. Fuck it. Let's go back to
Well, there's a couple.
Oh, bring it up.
It says to render one anything, to constitute or appoint one anything, to appoint or ordain one that, to take the C here.
Yep.
It says to put forth one or to lead him out, or to make one to do something.
Yep. They're gonna make conditions so fucked up, they're gonna make you do it. Just like they did with that fucking juice, man.
That's right.
That was nothing but a fucking test, man. That was a pre-test to the test, man. That's gonna come try the whole world, man. To the hour of temptation.
That's right.
Cause your woman gonna take it, she gonna take your kids to take it. Then what? Your mama and your daddy gonna take it. Your sister and your brother gonna take it. Your auntie and your uncle, your granny, all them people. And they gonna have you thinking everything is good. Nah, bruh. Fuck that, man. Fuck that, yo. We wasn't born with no chips in us, man. We ain't dying with no fucking chips in us, man.
That's right.
Fuck you. I'm tired of being the slave to Esau. Aren't you tired?
Hell yeah.
The new system got nothing for our people. Nothing. The new system don't care about us, man. Fuck you, man. What you gonna live a life of perpetual sadness and wickedness and sickness? Everywhere you go is a fucking tranny. You had Jake growing up, wouldn't even know what a real woman feel like, man. You know? A woman wouldn't even know what a real man feels like, man. You living in a fucking box. You already live in a fucking box called a ghetto. Right? Now they want to put you in an even tighter box, man. You don't own shit. You ain't never owned shit. Meanwhile, Esau, Edom, and the rest of these super elite families live like fucking kings, man. Fuck you, man. Fuck
Right.
you, man. Chop my head off. I'm with it. I've been ready to go. Because I know that Yahweh Shah's going to bring us back. We going to fuck y'all up, man.
That's right.
We going to fuck y'all up, man. We wasn't set up to be your perpetual fucking slaves. Fuck you, man. Hell no. Go ahead, bro.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead.
In their right hand or in their forehead. That's the chip, nigga. Ain't got nothing to do with some sin and religious philosophy, man. It ain't sleeping with the white woman. It's a chip, nigga.
That's right.
You are going to be bound to this new system. And it's going to be automated. You ain't going to be no room for fraud, no room for getting over. You're going to get what they give you or you get nothing.
That's right.
And you're going to get nothing. All that driving around in the Bentleys, all that living a high life, taking trips, you won't even be able to go 50 feet without them knowing, nigga. You won't be able to breathe. You won't be able to fuck. You won't be able to swallow. You won't be able to eat. They're going to know what you eat, when you eat, how much you eat, where you got it from. Bro,
That's right.
they don't manipulate the system.
That's right. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Yep, no man, and that's the key point. Are we buying and selling with sin, brother?
No.
Fuck no, bro. The key point of this thing is that the only way you're gonna be able to buy or sell if you have this mark. That's it. And if I want to buy this bottle of water, I can't use FRNs no more. I can't use my credit card no more. I can't use my debit card no more. I can't use my contactless payment option on my phone no more. You're gonna have to have that fucking chip, man.
Yeah, that shit didn't even make sense what fucking Nate was saying. Like, the fuck is there gonna be like a tracker that says how much sin you have done throughout the day, and then you're like, oh yeah, this guy did this many sins. Let's clear him for his purchase that he wants to do.
He can buy a loaf of bread and some cheese now.
Fucking idiot.
Cheese slices, man. Fuck you, man. Yeah.
You want to take a trip to Dubai and shit? You got to kill a couple people and shit.
Man, bro, you ain't gonna be able to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
You
It don't
ain't
even
gonna be
make
able to go.
sense because that's what sin is. You can't be killing. You can't be, you know.
You gotta commit adultery.
Yeah.
He fucked a couple dudes' wives. Don't give him a trip to Dubai, man.
Yeah, fucking dumbass.
Nah, it's not gonna work that way, man. It's not like Bush said during the time of his presidency. It's about the haves and the have-nots. He's
That's
glad
right.
he's part of the haves, man.
That's right.
That's what they want. They don't want no more middle class. That shit got destroyed during COVID too. They don't want none of that. They don't want no upwardly mobile people. It's either you were born into a life of wealth and advantages, or you were born into nothing, which is the vast majority of the people of the earth. We were born into nothing.
That's right.
They want you in they want you in complete captivity. Esau wants to forge a false blessing, and that blessing is not going to come for you. The scripture says when you are ready to fill your belly, then the Most High is going to rain that wrath on you. Roughly paraphrasing, chapter Job. Chapter Job. The book of Job. What is it? Chapter 20, chapter 30, something like that.
It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding.
How did Nate skip over that? How the fuck did you skip over that you're not going to be able to buy and sell, say if you had that mark or the number of his name, which is he's on the number of a man is 666. That's his number. That's his number. So I got to get a card with 666 on it saying I can buy. It's going to be in that. It's going to be in that chip, just like it's right now. It's concentrated in this barcode system right here, man.
Right.
And it's going to be concentrated in that chip system. 66 is going to be in there. Go ahead and have that number in there. His number. Because you're gonna be owned by the super elite anyway. Even what's his face? Aaron Russo said that the ones that sign off with it, that go with the plan, that's a part of the something of foreign relations, CFR, the Council of Foreign Relations, they're gonna have a chip that says "Kiss my ass," KMA, kiss my ass. So when they got to go through these different checkpoints and they got to go to these different places, they should gonna beat a whole different another beat than somebody else's would, a regular person shit would, they claiming that they ain't got a lot of world resources no more. It ain't enough space for people. Man, I was on this island. I was out over the weekend, and I'm looking around. I'm like, man, all this fucking empty land. There's a lot of places for people to live, man. But y'all just don't want to establish it. Y'all don't want to, stretch out the grid. Oh, it's gonna be too taxing on a company. And then you're gonna charge people an arm and a leg to have these fucking scenic views, so you can price people out, man. You don't want that. You want people to be downtrodden and fucked up.
That's right.
What kind of king is that, man? That's why the scripture says a ruler that destroys himself, to whom he be good to, man.
That's right. Yeah, I was watching some like a video on how Esau, when he came over here, they went to the Big Island and they have this. I don't remember how many acres he said, but there's a bunch of acres. Pretty much the size that they use to detonate bombs and all that shit is the size of Guam. So then the Hawaiian people were like complaining that they're taking our land to just fucking destroy it and shit. And I was just like, fucking Esau, man, like for real. But then again, you say that there's no space. You got just on this island, how many golf courses they have that are fucking huge, bro? Huge. I'm like, what the fuck, yo, Esau, a bunch of liars.
That's all he do is lie and cover up the other people's shit.
That's right.
The elder Kazak puts, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Yeah. And Esau is extremely an unwise king.
That's right.
He don't care about nobody but himself, man. And he don't even do that. Oh, that's not. I thought this elder Kazak, Salaki. It's another brother. Salaki, brother. Yeah, it's another good brother. But he's always on that. Salaki. Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation 14 and verse 9.
Yep.
It says the doom for worshippers of the beast, which those that receive that mark, that's pretty much what you're doing. The electronic rendering, alliance and servitude, not alliance, because you ain't gonna be allied to nothing. You're just gonna be a slave unto Esau through that digital all.
Yep.
It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Which is that nuclear fire. Because if you take the chip, you're not going to be saved. You can't be saved. It's over for you. If you take that mark, you're going to be killed by nuclear fire. You have no hope of salvation. You can't put it in and take it out and finagle it and finesse it. Niggas is always trying to finesse it. You ain't going to finesse your way into the kingdom of heaven. If you took that chip, you said Esau is your God. You didn't want to wait on the Lord. You didn't want to sacrifice your life for the Lord. You said, fuck that. I want to live. I want to live. Esau's the only motherfucker on the planet Earth that just wants to live. He don't want to die because he knows what's coming next for him.
That's right.
Our forefathers, they get Sirach chapter what is it? I think it's 40 or 41. I think it's 40. You can start at 1, where it says, fear not the sentence of death. Oh, death, yeah, 41. Start at the top.
No, Ecclesiasticus 41 and verse 1. O death, how bitter is the remembrance of thee to a man that liveth at rest in his possessions.
Yeah, because if you got everything, you don't want to die. You ain't thinking about death. Yeah, you prepare for it if you're smart enough, but you're trying to live. You're trying to live a long, extended life to enjoy all that shit that you got. So death will be bitter to you. Go ahead.
Well, unto the man that hath nothing to vex him, and that hath prosperity in all things, yeah, unto him that is yet able to receive me.
Yeah, that's Esau. So death is bitter to a person like that. Like King Charles, he don't want to die right now. He just got on the throne. He's like 72 years old, but the nigga look like he's about 80, ready to drop dead at any moment. But he don't want that.
That's right. Yeah.
He's preparing for it. He's prepared for it, but he wants to have an extended reign. He hoping that he can reign for 70 years like his mother. But he's already in his late 70s, his early to mid 70s, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if that's his real age. You know, he don't got another 70 years. That nigga maybe got like 2 or 3 years on the throne, man, and he's out of here, man. Then he gonna give it to his young son, William.
That's right.
You know? So that motherfucker ain't thinking about accident. He just want to live. He want to bask in the glory, man. I waited for this my whole life. You know? So death will be bitter to him. Go ahead.
It says, O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the needy, and unto him whose strength faileth.
Yeah, because when you fucked up, when you need, constantly in a state of needing something, and your strength is failing you, you're always sick and fucked up, you're like, man, I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go back to the spirit world, man. Yeah. I don't want to be here. You comfortable with dying, man. You know, you just like, fuck it. And that's where we're at, man. That's why the scripture said that that he was going, Satan was going, well, wear out the saints, man. We tired, man. We tired of being vexed constantly. We're filled with vexation everywhere we go. Nowhere in our life where we're comfortable, man. Nowhere in our life where we're just at peace, except when we out here doing the work with one another, when we're amongst each other, man. You know, that's it, man. I truly only find peace when I'm with you, bro. I really do. If I'm outside of this brother, man, when we gotta leave and depart one another, I'll be sad, man. I mean, I'm used to it now. We've been doing this shit for a while now. Almost a little over half a decade, man. You know what I'm saying? But it still sucks. You know what I'm saying? And don't get us around other brothers from other states, man. We like, man, bro, I wish we had more time. You know what I'm saying? We always do that shit, yo.
Yeah, because it's like literally like in the Matrix. Like, you gotta go back into the fucking Matrix. You don't want to be in that shit, but fuck, it's the only option that we have for now, man.
Yeah, but death would be way more sweeter for a brother like that. Keep reading.
It says, O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the needy, and unto him whose strength faileth, that is now in the last age, and is vexed with all things, and to him that despaireth, and has lost patience. Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee, and that come after, for this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh. And why art thou against the pleasure of the Most High? There is no inquisition in the grave.
There's no inquisition. There's no questioning. There's no, oh, did you do this right or did you do this wrong? Heaven or hell? No, man. You go to the spirit world. You go directly back to the spirit world where we came from, man. That was our initial birth anyway. Okay? So why are you against that? It's gonna come over all flesh. Look at the queen, man. I was looking at something, I don't know how true it is, but I was watching something on TikTok and they were talking about the deaths of all these different kings and queens of Europe at a certain point in time. I guess mainly when the Edomites started to rule, man, they had some fucked up deaths. Queen Elizabeth, man, said this bitch died of bone cancer, man. She died of fucking bone cancer. Her father, that nigga, I think her father or her uncle died of a fucking, he went crazy, man. Other motherfuckers died of a fucked up ass heart, lungs, drug overdose. I think her uncle died of a drug overdose, man. Either her uncle or her father died of a drug overdose, man. That nigga had cocaine in his system and some other shit, yo. You know? So they had you thinking that these people died, these peaceful deaths at home in the palace of Buckingham and shit, and everything is good. Nah, man, these motherfuckers are fucked up when they go out, man. Well, they done live the life of wickedness anyway, but they don't want to go. If they can have it their way, they just live forever. But that's not the way it is.
It says, and why art thou against the pleasure of the Most High? There is no inquisition in the grave, whether thou live 10 or 100 or 1,000 years.
That's right, man.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, if we gotta suffer the fate of death in this world for standing up for the name and word of Yahweh Shai, then so be it. It's acceptable. It's okay. We'll be back. We've been back before. We died before plenty of times. We had to make that transition plenty of times, man.
That's right. And even, you know, our people in the ancient world, they understood it. And they left in peace, man. You know, and others, you know, the ones that stayed, they understood what happened, you know?
Yep.
It wasn't like today, like you have people today, like, I remember when my mother-in-law's mother died, she had kind of like the dementia and Parkinson's and shit, and then they were like, oh no, like I didn't want her to go. Like, damn, she was fucking suffering. Like, she would call my mother-in-law and she wouldn't even recognize her own daughter, bro.
Yeah.
She was like gone.
Yeah.
And I was just like telling my woman, like, she's in a way better place now. Like,
she
she
remembers
spirit.
you. She know who you are. All that other shit. I don't know what she's doing up there, but she had rest and she had peace. And if you'd have told her she got to come back down here and that fucked up man's body, she wouldn't want to come. Hell no, I ain't coming back to that shit, man.
For real, man.
You know? And it hurts. And you get sad. You be like, damn, I wish my mom was here to see me do this. But your mom's is good, man. She see everything. Listen, it ain't like it's a blackout in the spirit world, man. It's only here where you're blacked out, man. In the spirit world, the spirit world is all around us, man.
That's right.
We're living simultaneously together, man. It's just that they ain't crossing over here to help out and hang out with you. They've had many kids. We had many kids and many mothers and fathers in our past lives, man. So come on, bro. Get over that shit, you know? But Esau, he's the man of death, but he's afraid, you know, because there's nothing for him. He's not counted worthy in the spirit world. You think Queen Elizabeth is Queen Elizabeth in the spirit world? You think that they rolling out a red carpet for this black, but she is a black bitch. To this Edomite bitch? No. You think somebody's bowing down to that bitch? No, that bitch is bowing down to Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That bitch ain't got she got no respect. In no regard of the Most High don't have no respect of persons, man. As man do in this world, man.
That's right.
Here that she lived a life of complete wickedness from the day she was born to the day that bitch dropped dead. And I was thinking about, I want to do a lesson on it, Lord willing, how they try to humanize these wicked Edomites, man. I saw this video, well, TikTok is still a video, all these presidents and their mothers and shit, man. And these motherfuckers, their mothers look like men, first of all. Second of all, man, like you looking at this mom, he's looking at his mom like, oh, mommy dearest. Like, bitch, you raised a devil. But she's a fucking devil, man.
Hey.
You know, you got Barack Obama with his mom and shit, if that even really is his mother. And he's like, you know, like, nigga, he's a demon.
Hey.
All these presidents are fucking warlocks, man. The fuck you mean, yo? You know what I'm saying? They were all demonic, man. They show you what King Charles and his mom ain't even love him like that, man, because she's a demon. You know? He had to find companionship in an older woman, man. And Camilla Parker Bowles, man. You know, he had to find a love with another man's wife, man. That nigga's weak, petty. He can't even live, man, on his own. If you told that nigga, hey, you got 30 days to live in his apartment right here, this 2-story apartment complex, and it don't belong to you, just one of these apartments, you got to pay your rent every month, you got to eat, you got to cook for yourself. Hey, this nigga would die, man, in 24 hours, man. He wouldn't know how to exist. They say this nigga, I don't know how true it is, but they claim this nigga seen, you know, saran wrap, that shit you put on food and shit. That nigga saw that shit. He's like, what the fuck is this? What's that? He's like, ugh. He was grossed out. And his woman had to come behind him and tell him, oh, that's just saran wrap. It covers the food. It keeps it fresh. Like, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never had that shit before, man. Yeah. That nigga used to getting shit fresh off the press, man. With the silver dining, opening up and shit. It's still hot, piping hot. At a certain, because the nigga can't eat food at a certain temperature and shit. Weirdo type nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's cool because you're a king. But when you go to the spirit world, you're no longer a king anymore, man. You just a fucking Edomite, yo. Who's gonna come back a beast? Who's gonna come back and get beat to fucking smithereens by the true kings of the earth, the Israelites.
That's right.
That's all you are, man. You know, and you go out the same way a popo will go out. You die, you live, and you die. So why are you afraid of that? This is Sirach 41:7. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they will be reproached for his sake. Those are same chapter. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High power. For if you increase, it shall be to your destruction. So all these Edomites, y'all having these kids, it's just for your destruction. When I look at them so-called families, the wealthy families that we know about, I'm like, nigga, you just increasing for your destruction, man. Yeah, you know I mean, little Timmy ain't got no hope. Little Davy, whatever you call these little niggas, little William, little nigga. Yeah, man, my mom, that big head Edomite is going into captivity, bro. He will never sit on the throne again. Never. Ever, ever, ever. Never, ever, never, ever, bro. You would have to take out all of them right now for that little nigga to get an opportunity to sit on the throne, man. And even then, he ain't gonna sit on it, man. He gonna be eating bricks for the rest of his fucking miserable life, man.
That's right.
You got something?
Yeah.
Bring it up.
This is Job 20:4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? That's right. And we're speaking about what? The end of Esau's kingdom, man. You know, and his rulership was pretty short compared to what Israel is gonna receive, man. An everlasting kingdom, man. It's nothing. So it says the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And his kingdom is about to be taken down by GMSHAWAII, man. This is why, you know, we telling brothers and sisters, man, like, look, GMSHAWAII is right around the corner. This whole system, this whole way of life that people are, you know, living, whether you in Babylon the Great or any part of the world, is gonna be done away with, man. This wicked society is gonna be done away with, and the Lord's gonna establish a new kingdom in righteousness, man, where we're gonna be on top of these other nations, man. That's the gospel, the good news, man. Where we're gonna be immortals, where we're gonna be enjoying and living life to our fullest. Like these Edomites are now, we're gonna have it and way better, man.
Because we're gonna have it in righteousness, man.
That's right.
There ain't gonna be no whole bunch of offensive fighting against defensive fighting against us. And no, that's not gonna happen, man. Yeah, they're gonna try in the beginning because this is what they do. But they're just gonna be an exercise for us and, and the powers that GMSHAWAII has given us, you know. And it's okay. It wouldn't be no fun when we just got down here and they just said,
switched
up. No. We're gonna get busy, man. We got going, man. And our wives are like, where they at? Oh, they're in therapy right now. While our wives are up there in these chariots or wherever they at, getting pampered. Living like real princesses. They ain't gonna be thinking about none of that shit. I always think about that story my brother tells of the dream that his wife, I think his wife had or he had.
Yeah, my wife.
Yeah. She wasn't worried about. She's like, oh, go ahead, you know, this man's like. She had none of that on their side. Mine neither, you know. Them Latin women, they don't play that shit, you know. They all that sharing shit. But in the kingdom of heaven, she's gonna be like, hey, just go. He's gonna be like, what's up, man?
Do your thing.
Do your thing, baby. Come back when I see you and I see you, baby.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Likewise us, man. We're gonna be happy, man. We're gonna be out here getting busy, man. We're gonna have to hide our wealth and hide our power. No. It's gonna be out there for everybody to see, man. Because it's the reward of the saints, man. It's gonna be a beautiful blessing, man. Well, you Edomites, man, you gotta hide your shit because you got it malicious. Failed. Shit. We back, man. Hey, brothers, let us know if y'all can hear us and see us. And you start fucking with the stream. Hold on, my brother. Hold on. Let us know if y'all can see us still. It's locked in. It should be that. Y'all can see us? Yeah, bro, say, come. Read it again, bro.
This is Acts 1 and verse 6. When they were therefore come together, they asked him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Yeah.
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power.
But the kingdom is for Israel, man. It's always been about Israel, man. And we're in the restoration of our people, man. You know, starting with the remnant of Israel.
Started live.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, bro. We're gonna have like 3 live shows.
Oh, pop up on
Popping up in that thing, man. We having problems right now, so I guess we're gonna close it out, man. Close out, bro. Right now, so I guess we're gonna close it out, man. Close out, bro.
Hey, so with that, Akim, we hope camp was edifying. Again, all praises, honor, and glory going to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Ruach. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Mosul for teaching truth and for ruling well. And peace salutation to all you Akim out there pushing and defending this gospel throughout the 4 corners of the earth. And shalom to all of you believers in Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai. Hey, shalom till next time.
Hey, shalom next time, brothers.